Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mohit Bhadwaj and this time around I am not driving an SUV. Of lately, lot of SUVs have made their way to the Indian market. But in a city like Delhi, wherein all that you get is traffic, you need a small premium hatchback. In fact, an automatic one makes more sense. So after being on sale for almost 2 years, Tata Altroz has finally received an automatic gearbox. And in this video, we'll be finding out more about this gearbox and its initial driving impressions. So stay tuned with us till the end of this video to find out if you should consider buying it or not. For now, I would request you folks to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that yet. Click on the bell icon to stay notified for all our future uploads. Well, let's kick things off. Transmission first this time. Well, on the inside, not a lot has changed on the Altroz with the introduction of this automatic gearbox. Obviously, this gear knob is new and so is this console. But I think Tata Motors had a great opportunity to give an air purifier or ventilated seats or at least a wireless phone charger with the introduction of the automatic gearbox. Another bit that I feel that Tata Motors could have done better or should have not made a change of is this particular panel, because we used to have a volume knob over here which I feel comes in really handy when you just want to turn the volume off. Well, it's time to get going and see how good is the new transmission on offer. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get going in the Altroz DCA. Well, as the name suggests, it is a dual clutch automatic. In fact, a 6-speed dual clutch automatic, and it gets wet clutch. Tata Motors claims that these wet clutches are designed to ensure that this transmission doesn't fail to perform in hot and humid climate of India. In fact, they are claiming a lot more about this transmission. For example, it is dust resistant and it can also clean itself up automatically for the dust and other pollutants. But how good is it a transmission to drive around in the city and on the highway, and when you have an enthusiastic approach for your driving manners? Well, I'll start off with the engine first, because let me tell you, it is the 1.2-liter naturally aspirated motor that belts out 84 horsepower and 113 Nm of max torque. No, you do not get this gearbox with the diesel engine or with the 1.2-liter turbo petrol, and that is actually sad, because that 1.2-liter turbo petrol motor is a hoot to drive. Now, there's more of a boring or more of a sluggish engine when you compare it to the 1.2-liter turbo petrol motor, but it is equally peppy when you compare it to the other 1.2-liter naturally aspirated motors that are on sale in the country today. After all, it makes slightly more power, but this motor is refined all around the rev range. However, there are some vibrations and hardness around idling. Now, moving over to the gearbox, I somehow like it because it is as smooth as a torque converter automatic, and it is roughly as fast as a torque converter automatic. No, it just cannot be compared with a German DCT. I don't find it as fast as a German DCT, but it is as fast as a torque converter. In fact, it is slightly faster than a torque converter automatic gearbox. And in case you think that this gearbox feels sluggish, which I guess some of you will, you can take the controls in your hand manually and you can use this lever to make an upshift or a downshift. But the only flaw that I could find during the operation is the downshifts are not as fast as you would expect them. However, the upshifts are really fast, and on the whole, this is a really nice gearbox. It is a smooth unit and a practical one, of course. Nevertheless, it does not suck the fuel efficiency figure out of this 1.2-liter 3-cylinder NA motor. The lowest figure that we have seen on the MID is 12 kmpl, and the highest that we have seen in the Delhi stop-go traffic is 15 kmpl. Well, it's a DCT with roughly all the nicer characteristics of a torque converter automatic. But should you buy it? Let's get out and talk about that in the verdict. Talking about the way Altroz looks, well, there are no two ways about it. It looks gorgeous, and with the addition of this automatic gearbox, there are two major exterior changes. One is this opera blue paint scheme, which makes the Altroz look even more scintillating. And talking of the second change, well, there's a new DCA badge on the boot lid. And that's where this video is about to come to an end, because it's time to talk about the verdict. With the starting price of Rs 8.10 lakh for the automatic range of Altroz, I think this car offers decent value because the transmission is smooth and it is not taking a toll on the fuel efficiency numbers. Apart from that, I think Tata Motors should have also offered this transmission with the 1.2 litre turbo petrol motor, making it more peppy and more sporty car to drive. Another bit that I really liked about this gearbox is the wet clutch arrangement that will make the Altroz a car perfect for the hot and humid Indian environment. Well, talking about the price difference, the manual counterparts of the Altroz are over a lakh cheaper than the automatic Altroz, and that said, it is on you to decide whether you want to spend that extra rupee 1 lakh on getting an automatic Altroz or not. As a complete package, yes, the car is a beautiful one indeed. And I think that was all from my side. Thanks for tuning in to Express Drives. But if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, do that right away. Also click on the notification icon to stay updated about all our future uploads. For now, I'm your host Mohit Bhardwaj taking a leave. Take care.